All right, what's up, friends? Welcome back to Bad Financial Decisions with Dalton. I'm your host, some idiot with a wrench, and today we're working on what is probably the worst financial decision I've ever made, and that would be my 60-year-old Ford. When last I left you guys, we had yanked the transmission out of this thing, made a whole bunch of progress. Since then, it's been about a month, and I haven't done anything with this car, and it's because I've been missing two very important pieces. One is a replacement transmission. Turns out it's hard to find old Ford parts. Who would have guessed? Second thing I've been missing is motivation to work on this absolute fucking turd. But today I found one and not the other. No, it wasn't a new transmission. Turns out these FMX Alpha whatever alphabet soup transmissions that Ford made in the 60s are pretty hard to find replacements for, and I can't even find a C4 or a C6 to put behind this thing without breaking the bank. So whatever. I do have a whole bunch of interior stuff, including a new carpet set, some door seals for the wrong Galaxy, but they're for a 65, so maybe they'll work. And a couple cans of 2-in-1 spray paint. It's primer and paint in the same can. It's a hell of a deal. And some other odds and ends and tidbits. And I'm just gonna get to doing stuff. Step one is lay the carpet out on the driveway so it can, get pliable and soft. And we make sure that they actually sent me the color that I want, not blue or pink or some other color that would look absolutely ridiculous in this ridiculous car. Step after that is going to be yanking everything out of the interior. Seats, back seats, carpet, you name it. I might even yank the steering wheel out because I got a new one of them the other day, actually. So that's what we're doing. We're doing interior shit. So buckle up, let's have some fun, be a little bit productive today, and see if I can't puke in the yard again. Let's do it. Okay, so here's the beautiful interior of this car. We had to pull the front dump pipes off the exhaust to get the transmission out. You can see that it's pretty amazing just the way it is. Don't worry, I'm definitely not going to address that giant shit-colored tear in the rear seat. I do kind of like how far these front buckets fold down. I had been looking at getting replacements, but these things are growing on me. Anyway, they got to come out, at least for now. And then I've got to get this fucking gnarly puke-colored, torn-up carpet out of here. And I think I'm even going to paint the roof. I've given up on doing another headliner. I've watched like 8 videos on how to do it, and that just looks awful all the way around. All right, maybe, if there's enough left in the cans I bought this morning, take some of this dash apart and refog all this. Don't worry, I won't mask any of it off. I think the spray paint overspray on the bottom of the glass will look really fucking cool in this thing. What's the other thing I got to do? I don't know. Maybe inspect the floors because they feel solid under the old size 10, but who knows if they actually are or not. Definitely not going to patch them even if they are bad. That's not really my style. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of the plan. This is what it looks like. Step one, as far as I can tell, is just yank all the old shit out. That includes all the trash. Somebody who is definitely not me left in here. What am I even thinking? Need the brew? How am I supposed to get anything productive done if I'm not drinking beer? Another one down. Haha! Oh, this is gonna suck. When you don't know what size it is, just grab all of them. God, this really does just straight up smell like shit. But in Ford's infinite wisdom, they put one end of these little nuts so close to like the frame of these chairs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a socket on these. Let's find out. Man, them bolts is in there good. Let's see if the smaller sockets can't get on there. Nope. All right. Well, give me a second to think somewhere where it's not 110 degrees. This is fun. All right, so after much struggling and grief and at least 2 beers, figured out if I can crawl underneath the car that I've got sky high in the air right now and remove these little rubber stopper grommet dudes, I can get to the underside of these seat bolts with an impact. So that's fun. You know, you learn something new every day, I guess. Uh, Not embarrassing at all. Victory. Boom. Here's one. Let's get the other. I won. Man, you do shit easy. Like, when you do the shit the right way, it turns out it gets a lot easier. Who would have thought that, huh? Wild. So, some discoveries. One, the back seat is not held in by really anything at all. It's kind of just, you know, gravity and force of habit holding it in place, which is great. That's what you want to. That's what you want to see. I don't know if that's the way these things work from the factory or not, but I know that's the way this one is right now. I need to get the rear window cranks and the armrest on this side out, and then once they're out, then the bench will just come free of its own volition or something like that, and I can throw it somewhere. When I lifted the rear bench, I could see some carpet that hadn't been brutally face scraped by the sun for 60 years. Turns out this is the original carpet. It's blue, right? The interior of this car was blue, and I believe it was originally like a blue on white, because I think this is vinyl top trim or two-tone trim that's been just blasted with the same gray primer that's on the rest of the car. I think it was white and a blue, like white top, blue body car. And yeah, that's the original blue carpet under there, which is wild. Let me get my Allen keys and the drill, and I'll get these little trim pieces out of there. Now, I'm really glad I didn't do this during the winter when it wouldn't have been hotter than Satan's taint in here. You know, I just wouldn't have been able to breathe in all these delightful fumes, and this smell probably would have been manageable. That wouldn't have been any fun. Okay, so that was hot, sweaty, and disgusting. But we're not really there yet. Gotta pull the actual carpet out. There's nothing else holding it in. Before I do, I need to get my tools out of there, and then I'm gonna run the shop vac, I think. Just make it easier. And I want to show you what I was talking about. So hang on, let me put my shit up, and then I'll take you guys in here. All right, so this is what the interior looks like now, and man, do I wish I had smell-o-vision to bring you guys in here. There's something really uniquely satisfying about the mix of neglect and possum piss that's permeating the inside of this car. But whatever. This is what I wanted to show you guys. The blue in this carpet is like kind of wild. That's what that looks like. So anyway, that's a little bit that was under the rear bench. it's out of here in the pile, as well as these little door cards that aren't door cards over here. Next step is to gather up all my tools, get them out of the way, get the shop vac in here, do one pass, then I'm going to rip the carpet out, and then I'll probably do another pass. And then I think 3 cans of brake clean ought to do it, and then I'm just going to start fogging the whole floor black. That feels like a smart thing to do. Cool. Let's get to it. All right, so this is what we look like now. Still got the shop vac in the car because I'm definitely going to need it again after this is out. But yeah, helped clean up some of the mess. Didn't feel like getting covered in 50-year-old rotted away mouse food over here. It fell out of the bottom of these seats. Okay, well, ooh, look at how different that is. Jesus Christ. Come on. Oh. Might have to get the knife out yet. Man, these floors really do not look that bad. A little bit of surface rust. Some crunchies flying away, but that's solid. What are you stuck on over here? Oh, the pedal. Literally just the accelerator pedal bracket. Come on. Don't make me do this the right way. I've already done one thing right today. If I do more than that, it's kind of off brand. I'll go get the knife. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. Ta-da! That is a shell. Oh, dude. I'll take things I was not expecting for $5,000, Alex. Holy shit. I don't know how well you guys can see. The floors are immaculate. Here, let's see if I can get this big chunk of, what is this, sound deadening? Bro, look at that. Let me run the shop vac, and then I'll pick you guys up and show you, because this is insane. All right, take a look at this. Dude, I bet my bottom dollar that is the factory original blue. I don't know how Ford manufacturing works, but I imagine when this was still a shell, brand new, rolling down the factory line, they just sprayed everything in here and outside. What a pretty blue this must have been. I mean, it's still pretty. Also, look at how good a shape the floors are in this thing. So, like, these surface rust, right? Or that might just be still just some crunchies from the seam sealer and other stuff down in here. I'm not really worried about it. It's still solid all the way through. Same over there. That floor is perfect. Right? Just some surface rust right there, and that's actually mostly goo from that insulation or sound deadening or whatever the fuck that gross shit is out there. So not really a big deal. The only rust spot, and I figured if there was going to be any in the floor, it'd be here, is right here. Right where when you're driving and you got your muddy boots or shoes on, right where your feet sit. But in all honesty, that's a pretty small hole. Like a one license plate kind of deal. I don't know. I'm going to get the wire wheel. I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to clean all the surface rust in here up. I'm going to, ooh, I zoomed in there. I'm going to get the wire wheel and just hit all the surface rust, and then pretty much just fog down the whole floor here with that rattle can 2-in-1. It's not rust treatment or rust converter or any of that, but it'll help. It'll do something. Now that I know that I got a hole there, I might actually run back to O'Reilly's. Haven't decided yet. Haven't decided. If I do, I'll let you know. But yeah, overall, I'm impressed with the state of this car. Pretty cool. Okay, so it's a different day, and I've went ahead and been pretty productive with my morning. I've already made 2 trips to O'Reilly's, and I'm pretty sure I've got at least 4 new types of lung cancer. I'll show you guys why in just a minute. But you guys really haven't missed much. I just did a bunch of fogging. So let me pick the camera up. I'll show you where we're at. We're getting ready to do something exciting, which is patch the floor semi-correctly. So cool. Okay, so this is what the inside of this car looks like now. Went a little crazy with the Krylon. I know that my coverage isn't great, but it's not supposed to be perfect, right? I probably could spend a whole afternoon just getting this floor pan really nice. That's not really what I want to do. I just want another layer of protection here. This is what this rust hole looks like now after I got the whiz wheel in there and knocked some more of the really rusty stuff out, and then I actually did end up going and getting some proper rust treatment to take care of this guy. And now getting ready to beat that patch panel in and secure it using the finest self-tapping sheet metal screws I could find at O'Reilly's, because I'm professional grade around here. After I get that in, then it's time to put some noise deadening in and I guess get the carpet ready to go. Okay, so the patch is in, professional grade. Yeah, it's not gonna rattle and be annoying down the road, but whatever, I don't care. It's there. Not gonna be Flintstoning anytime soon. Now it's time to put some infamous kill mat down. This stuff not only is very heavy, but it's also very expensive. This little box cost me $50. So I don't think I've got enough to do the entire interior. So I'm just gonna aim for the important spots, and that's gonna be here underneath the driver's feet, underneath the passenger feet over there, and then maybe up under here for the footwells for the passengers, and then just leave the actual spots where the seats sit, leave those alone, because there's going to be enough air between the bottom of the seat and your butt. Don't think it's really going to make much of a difference. And maybe the kill mat will keep that from vibrating, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So let's get to it. All right, I'm going to make absolutely no promises how long that camera is going to last over there with the sun on it, because I'm having trouble out here, so I can't imagine all the magical recorder juice is going to do much better. Let's just get all this shit out of the way. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. Do them long ways. Oh my god. This stuff is like tar sticky. We're just gonna right about there. I guess you can cut this stuff. Sure, you're hearing my neighbor's motorbike. I'm sure you can, now that I'm thinking about it, but why would you? You know? Like, if you don't gotta, don't. Might just eat my words. God, that is hot. Ugh. God, this adhesive is gross, dude. It's like cutting through fudge. That's a kill mat floor. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep sticking kill mat anywhere where I think it might go, as long as this box doesn't magically run out. You guys aren't really gonna miss a whole bunch. Crawl around inside this hot fucking car. I'll let you know if I need you. Okay, it's time to get the carpet in. We're gonna put this back one in first. I think this is the way that this goes. I think. Yeah. See how many things I can whack my head on. Okay. Starting to look like a car in here again. So, I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. One, I'm sweating my dick off. And two, there's these little cutouts or like molds in the carpet right here. And that's what I'm using to line up on the front of this floor support bracket. I'm pretty sure that's where it's supposed to go. It's crazy how good, like, how much of a difference having a new good set of carpet in a car makes as far as like the car's overall appearance. It's fucking wild. This is the scary part. Cutting this brand new nice carpet. Oh, good. Well, goddamn, if that doesn't look good. All right, so it's been 2 weeks since whatever the last clip was of me doing the carpet in the Galaxy. And I got good reason. All right, we got a lot of progress done. It actually looks really good. I'll do one more walk around and show you guys what the inside of the car looks like. But I haven't started actually trimming the carpet because I had a brainwave, and those are always dangerous. The good idea fairies, you got to watch out for them. Well, I got my share of dust, so to speak, sprinkled in my eyes, and we're doing a T5 swap. Actually, directly underneath my camera tripod is a Ford T5 out of a 95 SN95 Mustang, right? 90s Mustang transmission. It's going in here. I cannot find a good auto replacement. The cheapest quote I got to get it rebuilt here in Pensacola, the stock FMX iron case that was in this thing, was $3,000, and I'm not doing that. That is no. So I have pieced together a manual swap kit for this car over the last 2 weeks, and I don't want to do anything else with the carpet until I know what I'm doing with the shifter location and the hole that's going to have to go in the tunnel. That's part of the holes that I got to cut and melt up and make nice in the carpet. So that's one of the reasons why my progress has been so slow on this car and getting these videos out is I'm not really even sure what I'm doing, and a lot of what I'm deciding is me sitting on the couch, and that's probably not very interesting to you guys. So, all that being said, there is still things happening on this car. I've got less than a month until I need to leave for Power Tour, and hopefully I can get the 5-speed in this thing before I have to leave for Power Tour. That's the big, like, goal. So, I'm going to wrap the interior video here. The carpet is roughed in. It's good to go. I'm going to rip the new one back out again because I got to crawl around and install a new pedal. So I'm going to get to that and film it. Stay tuned for that video. Until you see it, I hope you guys have a good time, a wonderful life, a great evening. Sorry, my videos have been kind of all over the place and not consistent. That's the side effect of being a busy, busy, busy boy with way too many irons and way too many different fires. But hopefully, there will be some consistent content here in the next couple weeks as I thrash to get this thing in a semblance of done or at least drivable. So, anyway, anywho's, anyhow, I've been Dalton, your resident idiot white trash friend with a wrench. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever this video is, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.